Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Moms on a Mission podcast, where I am your host, Miriam Shaw. It's so great to connect with you and have you here today. We welcome back to the show Vickie Natale from Organic Body Essentials. Vickie started this company literally in her kitchen sink. She was an engineer, and her company in 2008 went under, and she was just praying, and the Lord gave her this idea really based on scripture. And what I love about her products is that they just aren't effective, but they're plant-based. They're clean. They're good for your skin. They're good for your body. And they also work amazingly because they are truly from plants, the oil from plants. And I think you're going to be blessed if you try one of these products. I think you'll absolutely love them. I know it's hard to change routines. I am just so guilty of that. I get into a routine with a product and I literally don't change until they stop making it. But this company I found to be incredibly fascinated by because it's formed by a godly Christian woman who was a former engineer and is very fascinated with clean, organic, plant-based products. And so I just love her story. I love her products. My favorite is the face cream and the face serum. I use them both every single day. And so she talks about that. But what I found to be incredibly fascinating when I first learned about these products is that there's red raspberry oil in a lot of her products, and that is a natural sunscreen. So I would be so guilty of putting sunscreen on my child, but then I wouldn't put it on myself, especially on my face. And I just didn't love that, but I just would forget. And so the great thing is if you just use just regular skincare products from the company, the sunscreen's included and you've got all your bases covered. So without further ado, please welcome to the show, Vickie Natale from Organic Body Essentials. Vickie Natale, welcome back to the Moms on a Mission podcast. It's so great to have you here again.
Thank you, Miriam. Happy to be here. And as I was mentioning, you look wonderful, and I'm always happy to join you on your platform. I know you do a lot of work and you interview a lot of people that it's really necessary to hear what they're saying. And I'm just grateful for you and for what you do. So thanks again for having me.
Thank you. So for those who may not know you and Organic Body Essentials, could you just give a short summary of how you got started and what your company is all about?
Sure. So we started 10 years ago, a little over 10 years ago now. We just finished our 10-year anniversary. And it began in my kitchen, and it was a prayer, honestly. It was really something that I wasn't planning to do. And I think that's always the way God has things work. You don't plan to do it, and all of a sudden it's part of your life. And it's something that I love, which God always knows that. So what happened was I had really dry hands. Could not find a product out there that would make them so they would stay emollient for longer than 10 or 15 minutes, because there's so many products with alcohol in them. So I thought I'd just make my own. And I used only organic ingredients. And so I created a cream and I loved it and it was working. And then I ended up giving it out to friends and family at Christmas that year. And that was the end of 2013. And they loved it and they wanted to know where to buy it. Where do you get this? And so I had to tell them I made this. And so I went at that point, I was praying and like I do every day, I'm in the Word, I'm journaling, and it kept coming across 2 Kings 4. I think I've mentioned this before, and it's a widow, and she doesn't have anything, and they're going to take her 2 boys for her debt. And so Elisha, the prophet, comes and says, "What do you have? Olive oil. Okay, take the olive oil. Have your boys go out and get as many jars as they can find." Well, when they ran out of finding jars is when the oil finally ran out. It lasted to fill all the jars, and then she sold it and had enough to live on and pay off her debt, and they didn't take her boys. Well, at that time in my life, I had lost everything in the recession. My home was gone, everything was done, and I was starting over literally from scratch. And I'm an engineer and I had a medical device company, so I knew regulatory pretty well. And I decided if I was going to really do this, I wanted to make it a certified organic company. And so I looked into it, and sure enough, it was something I could handle. So I created the first certified organic skincare company. It didn't exist. And that was the reason why I was looking for organic, and I couldn't find certified organic skincare. So that's how it began. And I started in stores at the time and went pretty strong in the stores for the first few years, the Whole Foods and the Mothers and all of these different, especially California, up and down California. And then when the COVID hit, everybody shifted focus and started buying a whole lot more online. So I ended up deciding to do an online, more of a push. And that's really what we do now. It's just direct to consumer, and pulled out of the stores. And so we really cater to the person that we have subscription services and everything. So we cater to the person that really just wants a full face to feet certified organic skincare line, as well as we have the CBD line too, the products. But specifically today, I think we were going to focus on a few things. And did you want to say something about that?
Well, I wanted to say that, moms are really busy. We're all busy, but moms in particular. And I feel like as it relates to feeding our children, protecting our children, doing laundry, working, just everything that we do, I think sometimes we tend to take better care of our kids than ourselves because they are our priority. And I'm guilty of that. I will make sure that my fair skinned child, 17-year-old son, make sure he has his organic sunscreen, the spray on. I don't want chemicals in his body. And I just make sure that he is good. And then I might be outside doing something and I'm like, oh my word, I did not put any sunscreen on. And so I remember meeting you, Vickie, and I remember trying your products. And not only do I feel like they're incredibly effective, but what I just was astounded by was the property of the red raspberry oil. And that if I was just hurrying and just doing your skincare stuff in the morning, I would just, seems like always forget to put the sunscreen on my face. And I would go out in the sun. And if I were working out or doing something outside, I would halfway through say, oh my goodness, I did not put sunscreen on. And so when you were telling me that, I was thinking for me, how great that would be to have kind of 2-in-1, get your skincare things done, get it out of the way in the morning and not have to just remember, oh, I'm going outside. So now I need to additionally put on some sunscreen on my face. So if you could talk to us about that, I think that would be great.
Sure. So, well, with summer around the corner, it's a great topic because people are outside a lot more, and especially after the winter we had, and the spring's been cool too, at least here. People are anxious to get outside, and they're like you said, we don't want chemicals on our bodies, so it's important to have sunscreen on, but I personally do not use sunscreen. I use the products that I created, and 3 of those in particular do have red raspberry oil in them. And that red raspberry oil has a natural SPF, naturally, of 45. Now, the whole product doesn't have the red raspberry oil in it, but there's a substantial amount in 3 different products that we have. The Flawless Face Serum is one of them. And that one's a serum for your face or anywhere else on your body, but it's typically for your face. And that one has red raspberry oil as its main ingredient. And then there's the Extreme Day and Night Face Cream. So between these 2, you can choose either one and apply it in the morning under your makeup if you wear makeup, or just by itself, and you don't need a lot. It spreads really well, and so both of these have a natural sun protection in them. Now, if you're super fair skinned and you really have to be careful, of course, I'm assuming you're probably already wearing a hat or something like that. But I've had people go on trips to Mexico and they've literally used only either one of these, and they haven't had to use any sunscreen at all. It's literally protected them. Now, if you're going to sit there for 8 hours baking in the sun, you might need to do something else. But overall, you're going to go work in the garden, you're going to be walking, taking your walks, and out to lunch, whatever, in the sun. It's perfect for all of that. And like I don't get burned on my skin, and I work in my yard quite a bit, and I only, if I'm going to get anything, I'm just going to get a little bit more color, but I do not get burned on my face, especially. And then the other thing on our face is our lips, and you want to be protecting the lips too. And we have a lip balm. So the lip balm also has the red raspberry oil in it, which is extra protection for your lips from the elements as well as the sun. So there isn't an actual number, an SPF number on our products, because that requires very expensive testing to be done. And then when you put the actual number, if it's an SPF number on there, then it becomes a drug. And then it's regulated by FDA. So we don't have a number on our products, but we do know that SPF of red raspberry oil is 45, but not just red raspberry oil has a natural SPF. There's other oils that do, like coconut oil for one. Coconut oil is in two of those products, the lip balm and in the face cream. In the face cream, we've got marula oil. That's a nut from Africa, so there's a natural protection in there from marula oil as well. Baobab's another one, apricot kernel oil, hemp seed, that's in there too. So that's all, there's a variety of excellent oils in the face cream. And then in the serum as well, there's quite a bit. And that would be, oh yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say these are the ingredients. If
yes,
people are not listening on Apple, but they are viewing this video, you can see all of these. Of course, the red raspberry oil, but this is the cream. And I just think it's so amazing that I can pronounce all of these words. Sometimes you look at the back of a jar of something for your face or your body, and there's so many chemicals in there, you can't even pronounce half of them, it seems like. So I just think this is so incredible that you put all the ingredients on here. We know what is going on our skin and then subsequently into our bloodstream. And we can see what's happening here. And I think that's so great because half the time, sometimes we don't know exactly what it is. We might be able to sort of read the word, but we don't know exactly what that is. So that's what I love. You put everything on here.
Well, the one thing I want to mention about the base, the aloe base that's in the face cream, you'll see there it's 99.75% aloe. So it's the only way you can use aloe and have it last 24 hours is to have the slightest, tiniest amount of potassium sorbate to stabilize it. So potassium sorbate is plant-based. And so it just happens to be not approved for organic only because they don't go in the direction of, if it came out of a lab, no. Well, potassium sorbate is a plant-derived product, but it has to be to stabilize the aloe. But as you can tell, if it's 99.75 and the aloe is the base, then 0.25% is the rest of those things listed there, the ascorbic acid, potassium sorbate, and xanthan. And that's the tiniest amount of potassium sorbate in the product. Other than that, the face creams are top seller and people absolutely love it for also helping with really dry patches on your face or evening out your skin. Even if you have oily patches too, just evens out. And when you start to use a facial oil, it actually gives your body a balance. So you don't have a really, a lot of oily spots any longer. It just is all balanced out. And the same goes for the Flawless Face Serum. When you're using an oil on your face begins to balance out. The red raspberry oil is the top ingredient in the Flawless Face Serum. And then there's a few crossover products in there that from the face cream, like the Baobab.
Really quick. I just wanted to interrupt here real quick and talk about these reviews because obviously you're the creator of the company. I use it. I can talk about my experience, but what I think is really great is to hear from these verified buyers from all across the nation. And, this lady, Vanessa D says, the scent is much milder than the oil. It works well. And I like it a lot. So she tends to like, the cream. I like the cream and the oil, the serum. And then this one says it is an awesome product, came highly recommended. And then this other review says organic face cream that works. If you need protection and hydration for your skin, this face cream with organic ingredients is definitely for you. And then this other person says it's a godsend and it's perfect for her sensitive skin. So I think this is so powerful because let's be honest, whenever we go and we shop for an appliance or we shop for really anything, we all go to reviews because we want to see what unbiased, uninfluenced people say about these products, not somebody who has anything to gain. And so that's what I find is so incredibly powerful about Organic Body Essentials, the company and these products, is that it's not the person who benefits from the sale. Okay. So that sometimes they're like, oh, well, that's the creator, the owner, the salesperson. That's what they're saying. But these people are people who are buying it and could buy anything. And they're choosing to purchase these clean organic products, not just because they're clean, but also they're effective. And that's what I've been hearing from some of my female friends. I asked them, why would you switch from what you're using now to a different product? What would make you switch? And it seems invariably they do want it to be clean, but they also want it to be effective. And I think sometimes there's this viewpoint of plant-based organic products, maybe the plant-based is not as powerful because it doesn't have chemicals in it. And really the proof is in the pudding. I mean, I just use this with an open mind. I thought, okay, I just want to see. And I'm telling you what, my skin has just never looked better. I've used a lot of different products and I feel like it's just getting healthier and less dry and more supple. And it's just really not been like that before. And I'm very, very happy with the products. And so I wanted to point out those reviews because I think that they're legit when you can see what the average person who uses this product, who has nothing to gain by saying that, I think it's incredibly powerful.
Well, thank you. Yeah, and that, I wish we could go back in time to 10 years ago with all the reviews. We have thousands of customers, and before we were really skilled at how to capture all the reviews, there's a couple that come to mind that were really unbelievable. One woman, she had been going for a few years to different dermatologists because she had this rash on her face that she could not get rid of. And she stumbled upon our face cream in, I believe it was Seed People's Market at the time. And she found out that all the different stores we sold it in, and she literally went to all the stores and bought up all of our face creams because she didn't know if we were going to be in business or what. She just had to have it because what happened was she put it on her skin and within 24 hours, she already had noticed a difference. Within a week, her face had completely healed and she couldn't believe that she had gone for a few years and tried these different chemicals that the doctor had been recommending, creamy things, but they were chemicals. And so that's a powerful tip. She called me crying. She literally reached me and was crying on the phone. She could not believe her life had changed. I had another guy, that was a woman. I had a guy who had been going to a dermatologist for his lips. They were just completely cracked open. And the dermatologist was giving him Vaseline and had him put the Vaseline on. Oh, that's just petroleum, right? Put it on your lips, it should be better. Well, it wasn't. And he couldn't taste anymore. It was actually the severity of it was actually going into his mouth. And so he tried the lip balm and he noticed a difference within 24 hours. And literally within a couple of weeks, his lips were almost healed. Within a month, they were fully healed from just the lip balm. And
Wow.
he emailed me and said, I can't believe it. I can taste food again. I can't believe just one little stick changed my life. And so, yeah, you said that people don't really understand the power behind the plants, but God gave us those plants. They were here way before chemicals. And in his word, he says to use the leaves for healing, the oil, olive oil. I mean, think about Ruth. She was just completely prepared. Esther. Esther was completely prepared for the king before she saw him, or with only oils and treatments that were all natural. There's power in all of that, and it just happens to be we've been indoctrinated, and it's time to switch back to what actually really works, and not just works. It's excellent for your body. You don't want all these chemicals. We have things coming at us from the air, the water, the food. We gotta just really every step you can take to get rid of those chemicals and use things that aren't going to add to it, but are going to heal you, the better we're going to be fighting this fight, to survive, really.
I think that's important what you're saying, because I think you can take the other perspective, like maybe some are thinking, well, I'm getting chemicals and everything. So, I guess I can't change it all. So I'll do nothing. But I mean, we can think about that about our situation with our nation too. Like I can't go to DC and change things. So I guess, I won't do anything. But I just interviewed General Flynn, and he always talks about local action makes a national impact. And I think you can use that in this situation too. I mean, just do something that you can, just do a little bit of something and just be consistent with that. And then as time permits and finances, if you want to start switching things to organic, then add on as you can. But if you can change one thing, why not? And just be consistent with that and know that you're not just getting efficacy, but you're getting health for your body. And every little bit does matter because it's a cumulative effect, good or bad. And so I think that's important to keep in mind as well.
Mm-hmm. And if someone says, well, which one should I get? If it is just one, I have to say, everybody does love both for the face, the serum and the face cream. but the face cream outsells the serum. So I would say that there's more people happy with the face cream. Although they all love the serum, if you're gonna choose one, choose the face cream and start there. Now, a little goes a long way. It really does. As you know, you don't need a lot. Just like a half a pea for your whole face. Dab it everywhere. And the other thing that helps is if you've done it right after you washed your face, where things are like a little bit moist. We also have the hydrosol, which is great for moisturizing, hydrosol that you can put and makes a little bit of water on your face before you rub. But if you don't do that, just a little bit goes a long way in that. So
I want to share your website so that people can see. I know I did show the ingredients, but organicbodyessentials.com, you can go here. And this is, of course, the ingredients of the face cream. That is the most popular selling product. And so it's extreme face cream day and night. And there are different fragrances. So if you just go to organicbodyessentials.com and type in the code MISSION,
you'll save 5% on that, but there's not different fragrances. I want to just say that on the face cream, it's just the face cream. On the serum, it's just the serum. There's different flavors, I should say, of the lip balm, 4 different
scents.
5 different ones, yes, of the lip balm. But we don't use scent. We use only essential oils. So you see lavender lemonade, it's lavender and it's lemon essential oil that did that. If it's orange cocoa, it's orange and it's cacao. So we only use the natural, the organic, oils to make the flavor or the scent like that, but there is no scent. And if you smell anything in the creams or the serum, there's frankincense and myrrh in the serum, by the way, which is excellent for your skin, and they're a little strong. The scent is a little bit stronger, but if you're used to that, you're going to love it. And yes, it's organicbodyessentials.com. Use Mission at checkout. You'll get a 5% discount. It connects you to Miriam and Moms on a Mission, and it supports what she does. So we really appreciate that you would put that in there. And then you're always connected to her. If you forget in the future, you'll always be connected once you use that code. Or even if you've got the link, Miriam, on your site, if they click through the link, then they're connected to you as well. So
it's extreme face cream day and night. And then I would so love if you got that, if you'll email me at moms@momsonamission.net and tell me about it, and tell Vickie and give her your feedback, because we so value that. I think it's really important to share success stories. I was just in an eye doctor's office yesterday morning, and I had just the best service, and they were kind, they were efficient, they were knowledgeable, and they weren't pushing surgical intervention. It was just all non-surgical. What could we do to not have to do that? And I just loved my experience. And I asked them, hey, how may I leave you a review? Where can I do that? And I just think sometimes we get so used to like having a bad experience and we want to get online and leave a review. And that's important, to be honest and share your experience. But sometimes maybe it's not as easy, or we don't think about it maybe as much. I know for me, not always do I think, oh, I had a good experience, but I just thought, I think that would mean a lot to them to write a review. So I'd love if someone loves this and they try it, if they will share with you and with me. It's just so great to hear feedback from people.
Yes, thank you. And thank you for mentioning that. And also, if you have questions, you can always email us at hello@organicbodyessentials.com. We do have quite a few products, like 36 or 37 products. So there are questions that come, and we're here to help. So thanks awesome. Again, Miriam, for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. Organicbodyessentials.com, code MISSION saves you 5%. And then the link, like Vickie said, is below the show. So thank you, Vickie, for this company. I know it's a ministry as well as a business, and I'm so grateful. You pray over your products, and you're such a blessing to all of us. So thank you so very much.
Thank you, Miriam. Have a great day.
Thank you, you too. And thank you for listening. As always, you can email us at moms@momsonamission.net. That's moms@momsonamission.net. And then our website is momsonamission.net. And we'd be so honored if you followed us on Rumble. We're on many streaming platforms, but that is one of the most uncensored, so we can upload all of our content there. So just download the Rumble app, type in Moms on a Mission at the top, and then click the follow icon, and you'll never miss a show. And we are so grateful to be connected with you. Thank you for listening, and have a great day. In light of recent bank volatility and skyrocketing inflation, diversification is a must. That's why I use my good friend Andrew Sorcini at Beverly Hills Precious Metals. Beverly Hills Precious Metals makes it so easy to diversify. I personally ordered some silver and it arrived on my doorstep just a few days later. They make it so easy. And if you're not ready to do that and you just want to ask a few questions, they're there for you too. I personally got some silver and also am rolling over some of my IRA. You can actually roll over your IRA and have it be backed by silver and gold. So if you don't have any extra money to invest in silver and gold, rolling over a 401k or an IRA, or even part of it, if you just want to try it at first, just for a little bit, you can do that as well. So go to bh-pm.com today and ask all your questions. You can connect with somebody. And like I said, you can just get some information at first if you want and pray about it, and then get back with them to roll over part of your IRA or all of it, or order some gold and silver. That's bh-pm.com. and tell them that Moms on a Mission sent you. Hey, everybody. Did you know that recent research from the CDC says that millions of Americans develop parasitic infections and symptoms often go unnoticed or are misdiagnosed? Parasites are actually the cause of many health problems such as anxiety, depression, chronic pain, fatigue, and unexplained digestive issues. We all need a common sense strategy to improve our health. Moms on a Mission encourages you to reach out to our good friend, Dr. Jason Dean. Dr. Dean's Full Moon Protocol provides all natural detoxification and fights inflammation. And the supplements are made with 100% organic ingredients and are proven to kill parasites safely and effectively. I know after I took Full Moon Protocol, I had more energy. To order your Full Moon Protocol today, go to bravetv.store/mission to save $20 off your first order. That's bravetv.store/mission. According to leading sleep experts and sleephealth.org, over 50 million Americans struggle getting a good night's rest. That's why Moms on a Mission loves MyPillow. MyPillow makes amazing pillows, sheets, mattress toppers, robes, towels, literally almost everything you need for a good night's sleep. They also make dog beds for your dogs. So by going to mypillow.com, typing in the code MISSION, you not only receive a high quality product, but you're supporting Moms on a Mission and this podcast. If you like what you're hearing and you agree with it, you believe in it, and you want to support Moms on a Mission, then go to mypillow.com today and order some high quality products and just type in the code MISSION at checkout and you can save up to 66% off. That's mypillow.com, code MISSION.
Since 2014, Organic Body Essentials has offered clean, simple, certified organic skincare. Our organic face-to-feet and federally compliant hemp and pet products are manufactured under USDA and FDA guidelines. Our products are inspired by God using plants He created. In Ezekiel 47:12, it says, "The fruit is for food and the leaves for healing." We believe in the power of God to heal, so we pray over our products and for our customers. Our therapy in a bottle approach has been widely received, and our customers' testimonials continue to inspire us. You can find us at organicbodyessentials.com and obe.organicbodyessentials.com. Please feel welcome to reach out with questions. Use coupon code MISSION at checkout for a discount. Thank you for your support by using MISSION at checkout to benefit Moms on a Mission and their quest to reestablish traditional values in our education system and empowerment for a healthy lifestyle.